Hey guys.
I'm Bob.
I'm Barb. Together we make up
HetteshWorld.
Where is Blue Spidey taking us today?
We are going on a trail walk. Wadham to Avoca Trail. Originally was a train track. These were tracks that were started in 1882. It was purchased in 1999 and turned into a trail, which is a 12-mile, 7 of it's unpaved, and 5 miles of it's paved. And it does include a trestle bridge, which is 640 feet long, 6 feet high. So we're gonna walk that trail.
Yep, so stay tuned. We're Bob and Barb. We've lived by the rules all of our lives, but in 2020, we threw that rule book out the window. We sold our home and moved full-time into an RV with our cat Amelia, and from now on, we will be living life our way. Don't you want to come travel in our world? What a great day for a ride and a hike. It's June 2021, and today we are leaving our Thousand Trails St. Clair RV Park and headed to Wadham to Avoca Trail. Now this ride is about 24 minutes from where we are staying. It's a pretty easy ride, nice and flat. Lots of scenery to look at. They say that St. Clair, Michigan is the gateway to everywhere. And I definitely agree. We have done a ton of hiking and Can-Am ride trips while we stayed here. Now I'm going to warn you, we're going to be pretty chitty-chatty on the trail, sharing some information and some items with you all. But let's get on with this ride, let's get there, and let's go hiking. So we're excited about this trail. Some of it is
unpaved, what they call unpaved.
Yep.
So it'll probably be gravel, and 5 miles of it's paved. We don't know how far we're going to get on it because it's 12 miles.
And we're excited about being way up in the air, and I think, is it one trestle that's really high?
Yeah, it's 60 foot.
So I don't think I'm probably not going to do all 12 miles, but we'll see what we feel like doing. It's a beautiful day. What is it, about
75 or so.
75, and this trail is good for like biking and e-bikes and walkers and runners and you name it. Let me show you a little bit about the map.
We are here, the trestle's here, and here's the picture of the trestle. So that was a train trestle they converted to a walking path.
Yep.
It's 650 feet long, and I think it's 60 foot off the ground. So that's supposed to be one of the highlights of the walk.
It looks like they have restrooms along the way. There's 2 places to park. We're in Blue Spidey. Well, you can't see him. He's down on the other side of the truck, but we'll see him as we take off. And then there's another one.
Yeah, the green is, this green here is the unpaved. So it's about 7 miles, and then you get the paved. It's just the last 5 miles.
Yep. So we're going to see what we can find on this trail. It might be mostly exposed, so we made sure we have our hats. We brought our shades,
backpack with some water and everything.
Backpack with water, extra camera batteries.
That's just dog bags.
We are set to go.
Yep.
And dogs are welcome on the trail. Animals are welcome on the trail. Tell you a little bit more about the history of this old railroad trail, is it?
Yep. Originally this was belonged to Port Huron in the Northwestern Railroad Company. This was opened as a narrow gauged track, so it wasn't your standard gauge. That was in 1882, and then in 1889 railroads were sold to Pierre Marquette Railroad. They converted it to the standard tracks you know today, which I believe are 4 foot wide, and then it went in disrepair and eventually was sold to the St. Clair Parks Recreational Commission, purchased the right-of-way from CXX in 1999, and they started converting this into a 12-mile walking trail. And it's marked every quarter mile. It's supposed to be marked with
some kind of
markers.
So far the trail, I mean, it's out in the sun. It's a beautiful day, but there is some tree overhang, so it's not too horrible if in case it's a hot, humid day. And I do often wonder, everything in my life that is historical all revolves around 1800s. So I wonder, way down the road, if somebody will say, oh, this was done in 2020, or 2020, not in 2020, 2021. Nothing was done in 2020. This was done in 2021. This is cool. It's hard to imagine we can, I don't know, make things as important in the future as the future past is to us today.
But we don't know what the future holds.
As RVers, we just want a future with perfect internet.
Yeah.
That's all. That's not too much to ask.
Sometimes that's hard to achieve. Can you guys just imagine on this long straightaway here, 1880s, a steam locomotive cruising down through this line? It would just be so awesome to see. And we sort of, every time we get a chance to, we like to ride the old rails if we can.
I know, we haven't ridden a train in a long time.
No.
So, comment below your favorite train stations.
Yep.
If you're in Indiana, there's the Connersville
the Whitewater Trail train.
Connersville, Indiana, takes you to Metamora. It's a train. They have just a regular train, I think, during the season, but they do a Christmas train. And
yeah, we've done some trails in West Virginia, like the old clogged logging trails, which were really kind of cool. I've done some I did a train in Pittsburgh going up the side of the hill, the old people carrier. Been on a lot of different trains, but since COVID hit, they kind of shut all those lines down.
And they're not open yet.
Yeah, when we were in Kentucky, we found several trains to ride, but they were all closed.
Shut down.
They were only open for certain events.
Who in our family's favorite vacation was West Virginia?
That was my daughter, Rebecca. She always talked about West Virginia.
How old was she? About?
She was probably 3.
Yeah. I love this place.
We stayed in the hotel, and she just loved, I think she loved the pool, but I think she did like I mean, everything in West Virginia is wooded. I mean, it's, to get from here to there, you got to go either over top of a mountain or around a mountain. So
both our daughters are very nature and spiritual, but Rebecca just was in love with West Virginia.
Yeah, now our older daughter didn't seem to care for the Smoky Mountains, but now her and her husband, they seem to love the Smoky Mountains. They've been there several times.
Well, I think she loved it more than we knew.
Yeah, and we've always had a love affair with the Smokies and that whole surrounding area. It's just a gorgeous national park.
I mean, Bob went there when he was a kid. Yep. And then we got engaged in Myrtle Beach, and then he brought me to the Smokies.
87.
And then we went to the Smokies. It felt like 12 times a year when the kids were little. I know it wasn't
at least
that
twice
much.
a year we tried to go down there. Sometimes during the fall, when the fall foliage, but it was sometimes harder to get hotels and stuff. And
so the kids they know Gatlinburg inside and out.
Yeah, they got a lot of fond memories. Seeing the wildlife, the elk and the bears. And
now the greatest grandbaby in the world has seen it. So.
Yeah.
Well, in case you forgot, her name's Ariel. Oh, I might insert a picture here just in case you forgot.
Yeah. I don't think I've been to the Smokies in probably 6-7 years. It's been a while.
No. And after, like, once the kids moved out, went to college, we went maybe once or twice.
We took the entire Blue Ridge Parkway in a rental car. Yeah. And it was 420 miles, and then the following year we did the Skyline Drive, which is north of that in Virginia, but I think we did cut through Gatlinburg just to see it, and that's probably been at least 5-6 years.
So Bob, question number 2 for you in history time here is, what is the song that you ride with the top down in downtown Gatlinburg?
Backstreet's Back.
All right.
Yeah, Not one of my all-time favorites, but my daughters loved it, and my wife is.
I love it.
We were renting a convertible one year, and running through town, they got memories of
us cranking it up.
Yep.
Back streets back, all right.
We always rented. We tried to rent convertibles a lot. We liked the open air. Down in the Disney, we took the girls to Disney. We rented a Mustang convertible, and it was a lot of fun.
The last story we'll share from Gatlinburg is we always took the Roaring Fork Trail in our 2001 Chrysler Town and Country. And when you rode down Roaring Fork Road, which if you've been to Gatlinburg, you know what it is. It's all curvy.
It's a one-way. Yep. It's a big circle, goes through the mountains through Gatlinburg.
But how do you ride it, Bob? Question number 3, how do you ride it?
We rode it with the doors open.
That's right.
And the girls loved it. Strapped in.
Anything in the car would be flying around. They'd be laughing.
We did always have a special place in the chimney top.
Yeah.
Chimney top.
Beck says, don't tell it. Don't tell it.
What is it? The chimney top parking area.
Yeah.
It's
the picnic area.
Yeah, the chimney top picnic area.
And why is that for question number, 5?
Our youngest daughter, the oldest daughter, made the youngest daughter laugh for the first time at that campground.
Yep.
Or at that picnic area, and we always got the table marked.
Yep, we know where it's at.
So both kids have been down there since then.
Beck's like, please stop telling the story.
We always gotta talk about that story because it was cute to us, and I think it's cute to them too.
Rebecca's in a little pumpkin seat sitting on the picnic table, and Rachel just walks up to her and goes, "Hatchoo, hatchoo, hatchoo." Yep. And Beck's like,
with the deep laugh.
Yeah. We were like, yay! We said, Rachel, you're so funny.
She's on her way to talking. Yeah, she couldn't have been more than 6 months old, 7 months old. Life will definitely get away from you very quickly.
Yeah.
Just when you think it's the years click by. So like we always said, we're trying to enjoy all of our years, and especially since retirement, we're just trying to take it all in. Life has slowed down a little bit, and we're enjoying every moment of it.
Yep. On a hot, dusty trail. So we are excited. We are approaching the train trestle.
There's a picture of it in the 1900s with a train going across it.
Into the moment, into the wind.
It's awesome that they take these old train tracks and make walking paths. They did it back home.
Yeah. Now this trestle is interesting. As we've said numerous times, it's 640 feet in case you never caught it. It is the showpiece of this Wadham to Avoca Trail. It was built in 1800s, and once again it is 60 feet high. The trestle has been decked and railed to provide safe access for all trail users. There are 4 overlook points that are provided on this trestle. And basically, if you're trying just to get to the trestle, it's between the 2 parking lots, which are on Beard Road and Inlane City Road. As a reminder, horses are not allowed. There is a bypass horse trail we discovered later that's to the east of it that you can take around.
Some of the old trestle. The old structures, all the steel is still here. Old concrete. Pretty darn cool. You can see the old steel put together with the old rivets like they used to build the old bridges. All the turnbuckles holding it up. They actually built this over top of the old tracks, it looks like. And Barb's got the answer to the question, why do people put locks on bridges?
A love lock or love paddock is a paddock that sweethearts lock to a bridge, a fence, a gate, a monument, or a similar public fixture to symbolize their love.
Yes.
So Bob and I are going to have to get a lock now.
Yeah, so we saw several locks on here. We weren't sure what that was all about. Barb kind of
I
knew
know there's a big bridge in Paris that a lot of people do it on.
She's got an idea, and I didn't have no idea.
I watch a lot of romantic movies.
Which is out of my wheelhouse.
Braving the path across the desert. You can make it. Lots of your buddies have not made it. We've seen them been squashed by bikes and people, where we have tried to look for you guys.
Look at this one.
You can make it.
This one's making a beeline.
You can make it. Get to the grass.
He knows where he wants to go.
Yep. It's pretty amazing. He probably feels pressure because there's a big giant human. Found the second parking lot, which I think there's a restroom, probably a vaulted. So once you cross, the name of the road again is,
I think it was Inlaid Road, if I remember.
And the actual railway is narrower, which I don't know if this is more normal maybe, and there's some grass growing up, so I'm not sure how many people walk this part of it.
Well, walking to the trestles where there's parking lots on either side. One side you got about a mile walk, the other side you got close to 2 miles. Where we parked was close to 2 miles. That's the most, I mean, that's what people come out here for.
And then the one in the middle.
A lot of this is probably for bicycles and stuff,
yeah.
Maybe some horses. The horses aren't allowed on the trestle. And
so they have to come in.
Yeah, they got little tie-offs where the horses, I guess because of the weight of the horse, you don't want them on that trestle.
So
the supported trains, I can't see that it wouldn't, but maybe the decking they put on them won't support a horse.
I mean, for your avid hikers, this is a 12-mile hike one way. So it's a 24-mile hike back if you go there and back, which is probably about an 8-hour day worth of hiking.
Yeah, we're gonna probably do the 6-7 miles or something like that.
Yep. I mean, which is there and back, not 12.
Which calls it.
Yeah.
It calls good for us.
Because we've seen what we want to see. We're walking, we're out in nature, but I'm getting a little bit hungry.
Yeah.
And who knows what Bob has packed for us today.
Yeah, you'll soon find out.
Oh, Bobby, what are we eating now?
We are going to eat on Spidey.
Because we've been to 2 county parks and there's no...
They don't have picnic tables.
Picnic tables.
It's like, this is like a bike ride and they're a BMX.
Yep. Looks like it's super cool over there. I think Spidey will be fine to eat on. So, what are we eating today, Bob?
Today we're eating keto. So we're having lettuce sandwiches with salami and egg salad.
Don't hate on it till you try it.
And then we're having our fermented green beans we make with garlic and hot pepper. And we got some nuts. We got some habanero pork rinds.
And then we are having a couple of soft drinks today because we already drank our water. So we're now finished with lunch and we're finished with hiking for the day. And of course, somebody is cutting the grass when we want to do this, but that's okay. We hope you enjoy these hikes that we're doing. We like showing you different places. How far did we walk today?
We walked a little over 6 miles. It's definitely worth the walk from where we parked at. It was about a 2-mile walk to
just to get to the trestle.
To the trestle. We walked another 1.5 miles beyond the trestle and walked our way back. So
please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe because we want you to be one of our travelers. We want you to comment. Make sure you get notified.
Yep.
To remember that we are HetteshWorld.
Come travel in our world.
Bye.